Oh my God. In a world gone mad. Crazy times. What do you do? See if anyone comes on for an early chat. This is quite early, so I don't know if anyone is going to. What's going on with my hair today? I don't know. I need to sort it out. Mind you, I've just been out in the outside and it's drizzly rain.
I'd like to call to order this secret.
Right, let's get rid of you. Right, let's get you out of the way, Mr. Squeaky Bum Bum. You are a one noisy bird. Jack, how are you feeling today? You're quite happy, yeah? You're tweeting away as usual. Let's get you in here. I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. You can sit there, mate. Oh, morning. I know it's early and I don't know if a lot of people will be on, but it's got that song in my head that, what is it? I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. That's what I feel like with the madness. I've just got sent this cartoon. Obviously it's The Simpsons, but it interlinks with what someone else has just said when I think people are not thinking. Let's have a look.
I'd like to call to order this secret conclave of America's media empires. We're here to come up with the next phony baloney crisis to put Americans back where they belong.
Did you hear that? Media virus. Because we know the media is the virus. We're taking them down. Just listen to that again. That was hilarious.
I'd like to call to order this secret conclave of America's media empires. We're here to come up with the next phony baloney crisis to put Americans back where they belong, in dark rooms glued to their televisions, too terrified to skip the commercials.
Well, I think...
NBC, you are here to listen and not speak. I think we should go with a good old-fashioned public health scare.
A new disease. No one's immune. It's like the summer of the shark, except instead of a shark, it's an epidemic. And instead of summer, it's all the time. That is so...
Now, I hate to be the guy who derails what everybody else loves.
He loves being that guy.
But, Janice, we do have standards. This can't be a made-up disease. The only moral thing to do is release a deadly virus into the general public.
We do have something we've been holding on to, but it hasn't been tested. Get over here, NBC.
Well, we certainly believe in testing, but Wow. Oh, yeah.
So, we've got our deadly disease. Now, we just have to blame it on something that's in every household, something that people are a little bit afraid of already. House cat flu is coming, people. The Center for Disease Disinformation predicts with some degree of probability that the house cat flu might spread in the following hypothetical outbreak pattern. So, petter beware, that warm body on your lap just might be ready to destroy your tender fiddles. Springfielders are advised to stay tuned for more information if they experience any of the following symptoms: mild thirst, occasional hunger, tiredness.
That's just now finally getting in the queue.
Oh, finally getting into queue, what? Didn't see that one.
I'd like to call to order this secret conclave of America's media empires. We're here.
Media empire virus. Emperor. I can't even say empirus, but virus, because we all know the mainstream media are the virus, along with the rest of it. Hi, that was hilarious. Someone just sent me that. But I also got this. Let me just show you. somebody who's into certain stuff, but there's people out there, hi everybody, that think, the elite are everything. I'm going to explain something here. See this? Have I got a picture of it? No. Right, let me get a picture of it. Right, where is it? See this? Oh, it's disappeared. Right. Have I got a... Right, hang on. Right. I don't know where the picture is. There is a picture. Right, there was a picture of... It was in Instagram, I can't see it now. There was a picture, of The Simpsons with Trump in a coffin, and everyone goes, ooh, the Simpsons predicts the future. Yeah, there's some truth in it. Like, that was The Simpsons talking about lamestream mafia media. But what people don't understand is the elite, the Illuminati, who own those shows? Who owns the Simpsons? They do own the Simpsons, actually. The Simpsons. They do put bits of truth out, but at the end of the day, people forget that they put things in a very long time ago to make it look like it's a fulfilling prophecy, because someone commented, oh my God, it's like Armageddon. Learn that they do it years ago, just like they do with the viruses to crash the economy and so on and so forth. So people think that, no, The Simpsons isn't the prophecy and nothing's written in stone at the end of the day. The symptoms, I know that just came out of my mouth. I'm like, couldn't say I can't say it now. The Simpsons is a symptom of the elite Illuminati. So, people go, ooh, did you see that Illuminati card game? Ooh, it's in The Simpsons. Yeah, predictive programming. So you think that certain things are going to happen. We're not going to see Trump in a coffin, for that person who put that silly post up. Oh my God, it's hilarious. That's all I can say. Wish I could stay. Have to go out. Yeah, don't worry. I'm on quite early because I'm waiting to catch a bus in a bit. So I thought I'd just come on for a little knitter natter. Morning, Miss Chimey, Tracy and Tapper, Organ Hat, and William, and anyone who else might be listening in the background, number 7. I will be coming on tonight because something came into my head when I was walking down the street, and I was like, reset within and a reset without. A bit like as above, so below, as within, so without. So I'm going to be talking about that. A few things need explaining on a positive note and a positive level. So I'll be talking about that tonight. So please come and join me for a little chat. For people who like the sort of chats, when you're inner standing yourself as well. And this is about inner standing at the minute, number 8, infinity there, because people need to start trusting themselves, not what's being said on telly as certain news places of even the lockdowns, really. I'm okay. There's no one on my door right now with a gun like the military. There's nothing, within. I'm feeling quite calm. And think of quarantine as quarantine. What does it start with? We all know there was a trap for us, but we also know if you know what was coming in the past for the future, you'd be able to do something about it. If you know the patterns and what they do, you'd be able to sort of put a bit of a stinger, as I like to call it, in the road when the deep state are driving down it. Didn't see it coming, did they? Anyway, got some eggs this morning by my milkman, so that was good. I forgot about that. I was going to go and look in the shops for some eggs and bits and bobs that I've got to go food shopping after, so I'll just see what's in, and if there's something in that I don't normally get, then I'll get an alternative. My dad said he went to the shop the other day, there wasn't eggs in somewhere else, so we went to the Spar and there was loads of eggs in there. At the end of the day, people are freaking out about food when nobody said that the food isn't getting in. It's just The shops have got to keep up with it, whatever they're saying on the news. Who watches the news? At the end of the day, if people weren't freak buying, they want the stocks that are normally in are normally there. But they haven't been because people are freak buying. But think about it. If the freak buying, they're not really going to have to freak buy for much longer because they've already brought a load of food in. So if they're all stacked up with food, they're not going to really need a lot more, are they? Really? But anyway, sure it'll fizzle out in a few weeks, you know. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to the chat tonight, but I just wanted to check in with everyone. How is everyone feeling right now in this moment? I'm not feeling any bad vibrations at all. And I'm not talking about, this is what people have got to learn, I'm not talking about what's being said on all different channels. I'm talking about within yourself. You know? People on quarantine. People quarantining themselves for 14 days, but people are getting worried that they can't go out. Who said you can't go out? They're just saying quarantine in your house. You know, you do what you do when you've got a normal virus. You be careful. You know, you're going to wash your hands. You're going to sneeze into a tissue. You're going to put that tissue in the bin. You're not going to sit in your house and not go and get food, especially if there's no one else to go and get it. Like for me, for instance, if they said to me, you can't go outside and go to that water well there, because we said so, because the news said so and the government, do you really think I'm going to sit in and not try and get to that water well? Of course I am. Because who are the enemy? Mainstream. So, you know, good day, Zal. MOU Records, hello. I hope you've got your music on like good hurts, you know what I'm saying? No change in me, I feel great. It's happening to make the world better, and that it is, and that's what I'll be talking about tonight. So, who's? Oh, we've got Carol in the house as well to say. Paul from Newcastle, you made me laugh this morning, and everyone in chat. I'll just read out what you said because that just made me laugh. You were like, something was coming in this morning when I was like, yeah, that's the title for tonight. Reset within and without. Woke up this morning feeling fine. All the world's gone crazy, but I am divine. Do 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 do. Because in the moment, I'm okay right now. I don't know why that just came in, but anyway, there you go. Got to put a vibe out there first thing in the morning. So, also, and I'll be showing you what you can do if you get contained tonight. What would we like, a different side of what could we do if we're on lockdown and you can't get out your mouses? That's what I'll be talking about tonight. Hang on. That people might have never thought of. So, just let me find it. Yeah, something tells me I'm into something good. Right. Paul from Newcastle said, I can't see the end. Oh, yeah, it's so funny. He said, you left a comment saying, hi, Dolly and Jack, the bird, by the way. And there's no place like home. Exactly. Ooh, then she wakes up looking round 2020. That just came into me last night. Exactly. Somewhere over the rainbow. No place like home. The world is a stage and everybody got a role to play. Exactly. And then role to play, and he's put a toilet role. Think of the Game of Thrones. Yeah, the Game of Thrones toilet roll. They're getting flushed down the toilet. I think that's what you were saying. Yeah, there is no place like home. Why wouldn't you want to be at home? But home means heart centre as well. And like we all know, in The Wizard of Oz, there's a little scrawny man behind the bigger curtain pushing all the buttons, you know, mainstream media. So, you're really going to listen to mainstream media instead of listening to yourself? Are you really going to quarantine yourself for 14 days? These people who are quarantining, there's people quarantining There's people off work, but they're going out shopping to get food, to get the basics, and then going back home. They're not hanging around in crowds, you know, if they have got a virus. But you're not going to sit in your house, because some people are and thinking they can't get out. You're going to listen to the gov and at the minute and the mainstream and stay in your house. And people are making me laugh with the lockdown situation as well. It's like, I'll be talking about that tonight though. I'm just like, okay. I see lockdowns in some areas, but where there's bigger places of deep state, that's what you're going to get. But at the minute, we're not all on lockdown. Wait until they tell the story to future generations. I can't wait. We will say it was so bad, we almost watched everything. Well, future generations will be saying, oh my God, it went crazy, and you should have seen how everyone reacted to the storm. Because everyone has reacted different, you know. I keep feeling a voice saying something unique is going to happen in a good way. It is, Sal. This is what I'm saying. When you tune into your inner self, your inner knowing, not what mainstream are telling you, not even what a lot of our channels are saying. 7 and 17 in the house. I mean, wow, I say 7 and 17 follows me, and it just goes up to 20 when I point to it. I saw it. Go within. Well, I'll be talking about that tonight, First Munch, because that also means different things as well. Think where deep state are. If there is lockdowns with the policing and stuff, it's a lot will be deep state places. London is deep state. Italy is deep state. DC is deep state. But if you're surrounding areas, depending on where these people have ran to, yeah, you're going to have lockdowns and planes not flying out because you don't want to get caught up in it all, and they're going after them. So you're going to have a few lockdowns. But not a lockdown as if people, some people are trying to say, you know, I've heard people in the street and stuff, you know, when you're in the playground and they're saying, oh yeah, you know, you're not going to be able to go out. You know, apparently somebody do, oh, we're going to take my son if there's a lockdown. It's like, there's no one stood on my door right now. You know, we've got to have the lockdowns. And one of the quarantine things is quite good. Think of quarantine. What does it start with? But when you tune within yourself, what vibration are you picking up on? People have got to be calm in the storm, because the storm always passes. Yeah, Q. The storm always passes. Where a lot of us are in the eye of the storm, we'll go in. I've said this, but we'll go in. Right. Okay. So there's this. So there's lockdowns. Right. So there's that happening over there. Right. So the food is okay. We're not exactly 6 months in, and we're all. If we were 6 months in, I could understand it, but we're not. So it's a bit like, right, okay, yeah, this is going on. Okay, I'm hearing this, this, and this. Okay. But at the minute, I'm okay. So, okay. Carry on. Exactly, Zal. And that's what I'll be talking about tonight. Nail on the head. That is exactly what I'll be talking about tonight. It's not a bad thing. A lot of you know that. What you're saying there is, you know what I mean? So I'll be coming with my tips on the apocalypse of staying in your house. I will. Oh, I will. Yes, I think it'll be quite fun. Exactly, William. Exactly. Not a bad thing, is it? So as again, how are you all feeling in chat? Tune in right now to the energy. I know as a single mum, I would be feeling very, you know, I'm a single mum. I'm just like, well, not, like I said, not about the news, nothing that's going on. I'm not getting no frequency within myself of, you know, when you know there's something innately wrong, but you can't put your finger on it. Not getting any of that. A lot of people will First Munch because they're not even inner standing themselves. They're looking towards the government and mainstream media to save them when we have our own divine power at the end of the day. Prime disclosed a video this morning. Yeah, I listen to it every morning, Maria, because it's very good and he puts it together in such a loving, calm way. Some people will go over there and they won't understand it because of what he's talking about. I watch him every morning as I'm getting ready doing my hair every morning. He even talks about the Q consciousness. You know, I'm seeing, when I walk to school today, I'm not thinking about this, that and the other. I'm thinking, look at the greenness outside. It's springtime. Reset, people. Reset. Another reset. Daffodils. I said to Finn, I said, look at them daffodils over there. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at the yellow over there. And they look like little stars. Funny enough, Prime Disclosure was talking about the yellow star. And I'm like, and Venus, with that high energy of feminine. And we've been looking at Venus going, oh my God. You know what I mean? So when you actually tune into other things around us that people do not tune into, think it's all mumbo jumbo because that's what they're told. When I keep saying it, we are a part of it as well. It does reflect and affect us. So, you know, yeah, he said the debt will be free. I've always said from the beginning, I think debt will be free all over the world at some point, because at the end of the day, most of the debts are fake. They try and get people in debt because they make more money. And also the man-made wars that we pay for in tax, we shouldn't be paying taxes because we didn't start these wars and the man-made anyway. So, but this is what I'll be talking about tonight with the chat I'm going to come tonight. All of that sort of, you know, that sort of stuff. And why the economy has to crash a little bit. This is what I got this morning when I was walking down the street. Crash and burn, Phoenix Rising. It has to crash to have a reset. So why people are freaking out about it, because if you some people who've done their own work know that they've had a bit of fake numbers out there to bring it down, to bring it back up again. That's what has to happen. To have a reset, that's what has to happen. Might be a little bit freaky for a little while, but it's not going to last. The storm never lasts. The storm comes and the storm passes. And when the storm passes, comes the calm. We've had the calm before the storm with Q and looking at what's coming, blah, 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 blah. Then we've got the storm. But after the storm, yes, there's a little bit of destruction, because there's going to be destruction in people's lives and certain things. But we can handle this. We've got this. We got told to stay calm. Why everyone else is going batshit crazy. But the storm will soon pass. It ain't going to last forever. And then normally after a storm, you normally get sunshine and rainbows. 7 rays, that's all I'm saying. So if you think of it more in a silver lining, because there's too many people out there dooming and glooming, you know, in the real world. As I say, I hear a lot of people waking up, but you do hear the people, obviously, who feed right into the media of, oh God, it's this and it's that. And I think some people are probably quarantining themselves, I bet you any money just to have time off work, you know. So, hello, you all. I'm watching the stream outside, chilling with the sun, finally. Good, Tommy D. That's what you should be doing. Morning, Maximus. Get the sun whenever you can. It's vitamin D. It's our natural solar panel. We're like solar beings, you know what I mean? You have to be energised. So even if they're staying in, even if you're quarantined, please sit on your step or in the garden or in your bed, anywhere you can get some light and suck in that light. We are the light and we need to recharge for what's going on. You know, so yeah, it's all good. And when I say all good, I don't mean there isn't things happening. We know things are happening. We know people are getting anxious. We know people are, you know, freak shopping and all that at the end of the day. But that we knew that was going to happen because not everybody's awake. So really, we can't blame those people. But really, they should be. Hopefully the word will get around. They've really got to take a look at themselves. Like the whole toilet roll situation. Why are you buying them? I don't know. Why are you fighting over them? I don't know. Because I got told off mainstream media to buy them. Right, that says a lot about your capability to think for yourself. It's all about thinking for yourself. It's a spiritual war. It's a silent war. It is a war of the minds. You're being told what to do. And a lot of people out there, I'm not talking to chat, are following suit like the good little sheep that they are. Not their fault, because too many people think that the mainstream are the truth when we all know they're not. Get on Google now. You can Google a lot. I'm not saying the whole truth's on Google, but you can Google about a lot of stuff that people were saying weren't true. Hence the pizza thing, adrenochrome and all that has been put on Google, because if anyone remembers Q ages ago, they had a picture of Google's white hats have got Google. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, you put the right people in corrupt places, and things are going to change. But there's still people out there not even trusted in themselves. So when they talk, they put in all this stuff out about the bad ways coming. How can a bad way be coming with a reset when we've already been in it? If you want to say we're in hell, we have been. But heaven on earth is coming in it. So we can't really go from bad to bad because we've already been in the bad. So I'm just like, don't see it myself. Or am I in a parallel universe? Because have I jumped a timeline? Because a lot of the people that I chat with and a lot of you in chat think the same. It's like, are we on a different timeline? Breathe in the sweet ass prana, baby. Yeah. And that's a great channel to go to if you're feeling a bit anxious. Get over to Infinite Waters and breathing in the good ass prana, baby. Yes. People have got to this is why I talk about stuff. I'm not all caught up in the material. Some people think I am that I talk to behind the scenes. Well, only a couple of people. I'm not. Because if I was, I'd be running around like a lunatic right now. And years ago, I probably would have been running around like a lunatic going, oh my God, ooh, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. But I'm not. Because I'm in both realms looking what's going on here, what's going on there. What's the consciousness saying? What's my consciousness saying? How I'm sitting with my vibes and thinking, woke up this morning, feeling any funniness going about, like anything nefarious? No, not really. Not within myself. I've been following Q from the start. Yeah, so have I. It's fantastic. We're watching the show roll out. It's brilliant. Infinite Waters is just for beginners. Yeah, yes, but he's not just for beginners because I actually watch him as well. But he is very good at calming. There's lots of people out there. That's why I don't say levels. I don't like saying levels because no one's over anybody. The reason people cannot see is because it's a spirit of fear. It is, Roy. It is. It's a spirit of fear. And I have said and said again, I'm not in fear of anything that's happening right now. Even if it gets a bit out of hand, which we know it's not all, there's things happening. But that's only because of people's fear. And there's false fear. False fear. We know it's false fear. But I've always said, for the people who've watched me, I've never fell off the Q thing. I'm not enthralled in it as I was. I don't have to be going checking all the time, checking comms and checking this, because I always felt here that it was something good. Let's say that, 33 come in. 33's been every day. It's validation for me when I see numbers, if people know about numbers and how the universe speaks to you. But you might be in fear and cannot see it. Very hard to see. I'm not in fear at all. No fear. I'm not in fear. Because my vibration's not... I just go like this. I go, what do you want me to say? I've got no... If I was in fear personally, not for anyone to say in chat, me, myself and I, there's no... Back in the day, if I was in fear, I'd get very I'm not an anxious person anyway, but I'd get that, and it'd make me feel like... Well, it would make me feel anxious. I don't get that. At the minute, I'm just like, if anyone gets what I'm saying. When you tune into yourself, there's a lot of purging going on within us at the minute. I'm not really bothered how many fears are here because I don't believe in it. There are a lot of people fearing out there, but the only thing you can fear is fear itself. So, fear, look at the word fear, it's got ears in it. Fear, that just came into my head, is what you fear through your ears, what you're being told. What you're being told. What are you being told? And a lot of people fear through this and this because of what they see and what they hear from the mainstream. They're not going within. They're not using their mind's eye. They're not checking in on the inner energies, if you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, a lot of people fear. Ears are in fear. Thank you, Maximus. I mean, that just popped into my head then. Look at the word fear. We know they mess with spells with, the language. Not that I know everything on it, but look at the word. And that's true, and no one can say it isn't. They fear what they see with this sometimes because it's projected by the mainstream media. We know most of that is fake and crisis actors. I'm not saying everything, but it happens. And then they're fearing what they're being told through their ears off mainstream media and people on the street who are listening to mainstream media and then doing Chinese whispers of, I've got a friend who said this, that and the other, and they go, then I've got, and this person said, and then sometimes it changes, a bit like the myths and legends. Myths and legends were true. It's just how they got sent down in metaphors and analogies or whatever you want to call it and all that. And then they tend to get twisted to the point of today when everyone's fearing everything. So the only virus is fear invading your mind. Strike it from your heart and you'll be free. Exactly, Zal. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, but we just have a different way of thinking like that. I'm coming across saying what I'm saying and you're seeing it as different and it means the same thing anyway. Talk about sovereignty, you know. Fear does lower your sovereignty, yes it does. And that's what people have got to realise. We are sovereign beings, but we all reside together, but we're sovereign, and that's why people need to start thinking for themselves. That's what the whole Q thing stands for, as I've said and said again. Question everything and research yourself. Yourself, your cells. You need to be researching within your cells as well of what it feels like. Yeah, it does weaken your immune system, and that's why all the fears going out. They know it weakens your immune system. So when they go on about 5G and all that waffle, which I'm totally not into, don't talk about, because actually it's not that strong, but it probably would work on you if it is a thing, if your frequency is low. A lot of people out there don't know that the frequencies is what they go after. Yeah, Q knows it's going to be biblical. I see it biblical in a sense of big things. I don't necessarily mean like biblical as in, yes, there's things going on, but it's going to be massive. You know, when you thought things back in the day was big, this is going to be massive. More than we know. Toilet roll to record our thoughts. Be a fun memento of the time. Oh my God. Yeah, I need to like encase the toilet roll. I need to journal it, you know, encase it in resin. I know it's already massive, Roy, because I'm insecure if you didn't notice. But there's a lot of people out there that don't know, obviously, because they've not been following certain things, have they? Yeah, and TV detector fans are just a load of rubbish, aren't they? To put people in fear. They can't detect nothing. Plasma. We all know it's massive because it's happening right now. You know? We know it's massive. A lot of us know it's massive, but that's why we're just staying calm in the storm. We're in the middle, the eye of the storm. But what did we get told? All you QAnons out there, what did we get told before Christmas? Sit back, get your popcorn and watch the show. Yeah, but think about it. It was good. It's a good job we have sheep because it stopped people getting the food in the first week. 33 in the house in the first week because they went for shopping mall, but they didn't know why. And that's where logical thinking comes in because a lot went for shopping mall instead of food. Why would you do that? You can't eat toilet roll. Just saying. Yeah, popcorn. So that's what we got told and told and told. Watch the show run out. We all know it's theatre. We're all watching it happen. We all know no matter what they're putting out, and people, and even other people that are putting out who are second guessing it, we all know we're watching a theatre go on. And we all know if there's military out training, good military, by the way, not the ones who are being told to do certain stuff where they've done it in the past, where they said the training, then all of a sudden, guess what? An event happens like Skripal or whatever, which was near a chemical site. People forget about that. There's something going on this time they're out because people need to be out of the way for certain things going down. We know that. We do need to bring joy to the world, our world, and that is what I'm going to be talking about tonight, of what is also going on away from the 3D physical. I don't think it's actually to bring people back to the Bible, because we're meant to be sovereign. It's about bringing people back to, yes, God, yes, creator, yes, source. I'm not into the Bible. I know at the end of the day, it's about coming back to source. There is a creator, because I don't want to say bringing people back to the Bible, because there's people that are not into that. You know what I mean? It is, yes, but that doesn't mean going back to the Bible. That means that doesn't matter. It's about knowing thyself. The message in the Bible, I would say, is don't be, be good to others and don't do to others that you wouldn't do to yourself. Yes, there's all that in it, but to not divide it, a lot of us know there is a divine creator. People call it different things. Yes, God. I don't call it God, but yes. But that is also coming within yourself and becoming one, and knowing that we were never split from God, source, creator, whatever you want to call it. And I will be talking about that tonight as well. Yeah, our creator works through our hearts. Listen to your heart. Like I think of the sun of God, the sun above gives us life. Animals, plants, you can say whatever it is. I know it's run by Christians, but do you understand what I'm saying? Labels, they do divide. And I am into the Christian sort of like sort of traditions and stuff like that, but I still think they're labels as well. All you've got to come together in the fact of, if you believe there's a creator and a source and a God, and it's all loving, and you don't go around hurting people, we haven't got a problem, have we? So there isn't a problem. If people are loving and we're trying to do this to help people, and we're like, I believe in a creator, this was divinely made, but I'm a good person, I'm not going around killing people because of my religion, because there's people that do that out there and say that God told them to do it. God said I must chop people's heads off if they don't believe in what I believe in. Why would a God say that? That is not no God. That is no loving source. What do you see God as? I've had this discussion before. I see orbs and energy, and people from the Bible sometimes say, fanatically in the Bible, will say, oh no, that's from the devil. Well, I asked a person, well, what does God look like to you? And this person said, light and energy. Well, I see light and energy. I feel light and energy. So to me, they said I wasn't connected to source. I went, oh, I am. We're all connected to God, if you want to say God. And then I think of God and I think, put another row in it. Good. Are you a good person? People are brokenhearted, yes, they are. But when they come back to themselves, which is what I'm talking about tonight, and realise love is the creator, love is one, which that side, the Luma Fati, those societies have tried to take us away from source. They don't want us connecting, because then we realise we are powerful, sovereign beings, but we all reside with each other. So we can get on with different beliefs as long as we're not hurting others, because we're sovereign to be able to think for ourselves. But like I've said before, if you had a knife, are you going to use it to cut bread, or are you going to use it to do harm? The only time you're going to use it to do harm if someone was attacking you in a way and you're going to defend yourself. But basically, really, you're just going to use it to cut bread or fruit or whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? So, hey, but yeah, I know what you're saying. But I just don't use certain words. If you're into that, you will use them words. But basically, it's the same thing. A lot of us here and a lot of people are coming to, oh my God, there's a creator. I've always known that. I'd class myself a bit more as pagan. Maybe that was the Gnostics. Maybe it was the Christians way back before they mixed it all up and tell us lies. But at the end of the day, nature is God. Nature is everywhere. It's omnipresence. It's everywhere in everything at all times. And some people might go, yeah, well, this is that and that. Well, no. Love is light and light is love. Exactly. Love is the way, light is love. Love is us is one. And I've seen a lot of pure white light at the minute. So, the purer the rainbow colours go, the lighter they go, the whiter they go. So, just saying. But yes, see, this is why we always say, people will say things, but it all means the same thing at the end of the day. Many religions talk about different names of gods. It's just how they perceived it. It's still the same thing. Anyone who's saying your God is not my God and I'm going to kill you, well, I don't know what God you're tuning into, because that's man-made. That's what someone's told you to believe, like the mainstream media. No one would be going around doing that. Hi, Ricardo. We live in the duality, so why would you go with just the light way, resisting your darkness? Yeah, well, that's what I've said before. You only have to go and watch. And I think Fleur said it the other day, and I've been shouting it out for ages anyway, and I did the video on it, and a lot of people talk about it in the spiritual community, is the dark crystal. We were one, we separated to experience things of dark and light, and then in the end times, not the end of the world, we merge back together to one. Away from duality to experience good and bad, and then we come back to one. But all there is in one is love anyway. But you have to experience the dark within yourself as well. We've all got it, I've got it, everyone's had it, to realise what you don't want to be a part of, to go back to one. But you wanted to experience it. How would you know what it was if you couldn't experience or seeing it through? And the way we experience is through the physical. But now we're all purging, and that's why the crazy times are going on, because please watch The Dark Crystal on Netflix. Yeah, we know what Netflix is, but you can watch it. The Dark Crystal from years ago, and then they brought the new one out. Yeah, Singularity. That's why we're going to be sovereign, but we're together, but we're still one. That makes sense. And then they brought Age of Resistance out. It's clearly there. There's about sucking the souls, adrenochrome, whatever you want to say, the life out of us. But you see the skeptes and the mystics. I see the mystics as the spiritual ones, the ones that know, the knowings, the nature and all that. And then you've got the skeptes, a bit like women and men. You got the skeptes who are skeptical, I want the facts and everything, and they're eating and all that. But they are part of each other. They are twins, a bit like twin flames, if you want to say. They are a part of each other. It's just that dark side and that light side split into duality to experience both sides. But in the end, in that film, they merge together and become beautiful light beings in the what was it called, in the conjunction. And that's going on about the planets above and the energies. They can't stop what's coming because it is written in the stars. Just saying. I mean, if you know how to read films and you go and watch it, you'll see. They had to come together. It doesn't matter what happened out there. They knew the time would come when they'd end up back together, merging as one and turning into beautiful light beings, which is what a lot of us are doing. Sounds a bit bonkers, but meaning we all go back to the light in a sense. We all become full of the light to realise. And that's why I'll be talking tonight. What a beautiful planet's been, more than people know. It's not just cute. It's not just this. It's like written in the stars. So anyway, I'll leave you with that because I've got to go and catch a bus in a bit. But like I said, because there's a few more of you in chat, and there's 11 there, thumbs up, The Awakening, The Great Awakening, wherever it is. Ta-da! Right, Roy, I know I haven't got a fear. Don't ask me if I've got a fear, right? Because I'm not into all that. I know myself, thank you very much. I'm not freaking out. I just think it's silly. If I was in fear, I wouldn't even be on here. I really don't like it when people go on like that because I think it's silly. I know myself. Why would I come on saying I've got no fear just to lie to people? Why would I do that? If I was fearing something, I'd come on and say, do you know what? I'm feeling a bit... I followed Q from the beginning. I haven't got fear, and that's nothing to do with Q. I'm not fearing anything. Said before, if it was the end of the world, it's the end of the world. Oh, well, what can we do about it? If it's not, it's not. But I know it isn't because the apocalypse is the thinning of the veil. So, no. I've got my big brolly. Thank you. Oh, are you sure it's Roy Plummer? Here we go. See, someone is trying to trigger me in chat. Do you enjoy trying to trigger people? 1, 2, 3 taxi, that's all I can say. I haven't come on YouTube screaming about anything. And if you're very into the Bible, well, that's where we've got a problem because, sorry, thank you. Ridiculous. I have people like this all the time. They come in, I've got people that I speak to and they're always like, I do this and I do that. I'm connected my own way and I know within myself, how can someone else tell someone how they're feeling? I'm glad you brought it up because that needs talking about. How does someone tell them, know thyself? I know myself. No one else can say, do you know yours? I know you. It's like, no, you don't. You're not here with me. You don't see what I do away from YouTube. You don't know what intentions I'm putting out. You don't know anything. How ridiculous. Deary me. Deary me. Right, let's just have that in chat then. So people who normally come into chat and normally see what I've talked about, and the lovely Jane who texted me today and said, I've just been watching your channel right from the beginning. What a journey you've been on. Have I ever come on here fearing? I get triggered with people, yeah, but we need triggering. The whole world's getting triggered at the minute. It's not a bad thing. There's that bad thing again, bad thing, good thing. Anybody? Has anyone seen me screaming and crying and go, well, I was crying the other day, but that was out of enjoyment. Has anyone seen me screaming about stuff or shouting out? Oh my God. The only thing I'm trying to do is put positivity out. It's not that crappy things aren't happening, but at the end of the day, living the moment by moment, I'm okay at the moment. Like I said, there's no armed police on my door at the minute saying I can't go out. I know I don't have to justify myself, but I just put it out there because there might be some people lurking in the background who think the same thing, or the person that says it thinks they've got you, triggered, because people just love to get people triggered because they think they've won something. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes it needs talking about, But I just think, yeah, I get so many lovely comments off people, and then you get people shouting that out, and they have no clue what's going on behind the scenes of who I speak to, what messages they're sending of positivity. I'll read one out now because this is the reason why I do what I do, and this is nothing to do with Q, nothing to do with anything. If you look back at my first videos, when I first started, when I didn't even know what I was doing, I've always tried to put this message out. So I know within myself what I'm doing, and I don't need to be told of someone else that I'm in fear. Like, okay, so let me just, right, I won't say who this person is because I think they watch, and not that you'd know anyway, so I don't think they'll mind me reading it out before I go. So, exactly, if you don't get triggered, you're not real. People who don't get triggered, even this people go on the spirituals, oh, you shouldn't get triggered. Well, now and again you are allowed to get triggered. It's only showing that, you do actually have a pulse, let's say. Anyway, hi, hun. I hope you don't mind me. Dolly, those are the dark. I know they're the dark, and that's why I'll shout it out sometimes. If you see something, say something. Do you know what I mean? Hi, hun. I hope you don't mind me messaging you, but I just wanted to say I love your energy and thank you for spreading it. It's more of an energy thing that people don't seem to understand. Sometimes it doesn't even matter what I'm talking about. Oh, I know. Don't tell everyone, John Kennedy. I know. I'm going shopping after. I'll probably have a basket. I don't have that. I don't have money to throw around to be getting loads of food. You know what I mean? But don't tell anyone my secrets. Anyway, messaging you, but I just wanted to say I love your energy and thank you for spreading it. I've been going through the dark night of the soul for a few years now and a little bit stuck. I had a negative childhood and it's been pouring out of me during this time. I feel like I'm wading in dark, thick mud, but I'm slowly, very slowly, coming out of it. Anyways, I asked my angels to help me find people that could help me and show me how to become lighter and guide me forward. And I found you. Then I get tingles. Then I found you through Brian. That'll be Brian Harvey. Everything you spoke about, I've been guided to through my dark night of the soul, but it's been so negative, which it is, but true. And you bring stuck a positive focus on it. I'm shaking as I write this to you as you've given me so much hope in the space of 24 hours. I just think you should know that your positivity is reaching out, love. I don't usually message randomly like this and I hope you don't mind. Carry on being you, honey. You're an inspiration. That's what I do it for. And then they put, your best is more than enough, love. And I'm becoming used to riding crazy storm. Laugh out loud. I feel a new spark inside, kind of like you were talking about a few days ago, an exciting energy. People call me crazy, but I can't wait to see the the realizations bubble up inside them. I'm already starting to see people twig. Thank you again, honey, spreading love and light. Well, that's what I am doing it for. And I did say the other day about excitement. It feels like Christmas, not like a high frequency. And also I did say the other day I was walking down the street and I got the word in ebb and flow. We're in the storm. There's a bit of pulling and a bit of going forward. Energy in, energy out. We've got to ride the energy wave, the ebb and flow, the sine wave, is it? There's going to be a few ups, there's going to be a few downs, 33 in the house again. So I did say that the other day. We're riding the storm. We've got to ride it out and we're doing it. But how do we ride it out? Let's have a bit of positivity. Some people go, what do you mean positivity? We got to do this. Well, we have got to have a bit of it. Do you want me to come on camera going, oh my God, we can all look at what this bit like. I'd rather bring some positivity and if we're seeing anything, some good news of what, we think's going down and stuff like that. Because what's the point? Everyone will just give up and go back to sleep. Back to sleep and letting other people govern what they're doing. Like that person just tried to say then, trying to put their energy on me, trying to govern me and telling me I'm this and I'm that. I'll govern my own vehicle, thank you. Govern yourself. This is what I say when they're putting stuff out there on the mainstream media. Why are you letting people govern you? If they say you can't go out there for water in that well over there and you've got to stay in, well, I'm going out getting it. Until somebody's at my door basically boarding it up. Do you know what I mean? So, there you go. Yeah, our Everest is finding self. Now we have no choice. It's a must fly the flag of hope. Exactly. Faith. Have a bit of faith, people. I'm seeing a lot of people deteriorating in faith fast. And I'm just like, hold on for one more day. Na na na, da da da. What song's that? That's just come in. Hold on for one more day. Hold on for one more day. Right, I'm going to quickly pull a card and I've got to go and catch me bus. It'll probably be an empty bus, which will be nice. So let's do a quick card and I will see you tonight round about 7:30ish, I think. We'll see. I'll let you know anyway. Oh, right, I'm dropping the cards now. I'm not even shuffling them. Come on. Message for this morning to everybody. Hold on for one more day. We're taking it step by step. Ooh. Day by day. What's that song? All these songs are coming in. Step by step. Is that Whitney Houston? Day by day. Oh my God, what's that song? Step by step. What's that song? Step by step. Someone tell me what that song is. See, tuning in. Step by step. Day by day. Is that Whitney Houston? Yeah, Whitney Houston. I've got to go over and see what it is now. Step by step, bit by bit, stone by stone, brick by brick. Step by step, day by day, mile by mile, ooh. And this old road is rough and ruined, so many dangers along the way. So many burdens might fall upon me, so many troubles that I have to face. Oh, but I won't let my spirit fail me. Oh, and she was good. Oh, I won't let my spirit go. I won't let it go until I get to my destination. I'm going to take it slowly because I'm making it mine. We're all making it ours. This world will be ours. Step by step, ooh. Day by day. Can't remember the tune. Say it, baby. Don't give up. You got to hold on. You got to hold on to what? I can't remember the tune. You've got to hold on to what you've got. Oh, baby, don't give up. You've got to keep on moving and don't stop. I know you're hurting and I know you're blue. I know you're hurting and don't let the bad things get to you. We're taking it step by step, people. There's a message that just popped in my head. So, boom. What can you do? You can only take it step by step. I can't remember the tune, so I can't even sing it anyway. Oh, one's just flown right across the floor. Oh, what is it? Sisterhood of the Roses, and you know that rose is one of the highest frequencies. Come on, the feminine divine, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Just talking about the mystics, weren't I? In the dark crystal, there needs to be a lot more women speaking out. That's not against men, but we need that nurturing and a little bit of bringing that energy in, because there's a lot of men out there shouting out, "Oh, it's the end of the world. Oh, it's not what you think it is. It's the dark side still coming in." It's like, right, so we're meant to be going away from duality, but we're still, right, okay. Anyway, so, yes. Beautiful. Together we can raise a vibration. Exactly, and we're doing it. We are doing it. A lot of people are not into the woo-woo-ness of it, but it's true. It's needed. Yeah, Whitney Houston, you know what they did to her. If she is, you know what happened there. People back in the day like that who were pumping them sort of songs out, really, if you think about it, they were messages, like Michael Jackson. Yes, we know what goes on. Anyway, I've got to fly. I've got to get my wings out and fly. I've got to go and get the bus. And I'm going to be looking around and I'm going to be listening to what people are saying. And I'm going food shopping after as well. So we'll see how that one goes as well. I will be reporting after with the Dolly news. What did we say yesterday? Dolly. What did Miss Chime say about the demolition thing? Dolly demolition. I can't remember what he said. Ooh, I'm sure it was Miss Chime. Didn't someone say Dolly the demolition? I can't remember what you said. Somebody said something. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Anyway, I've got to go because I've really got to go and catch the bus. So, everybody in chat, everybody who's listening, after lurking or whatever you're doing, Jack says, remember birdseed. Oh, he's all right for birdseed. Oh, there's loads of birdseed. I've got a pet food shop. If the worst comes to the worst, I'll go and eat some pet food. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of seed over there. So, you know, if worst comes to worst, you've got a bit of like sunflower seeds and stuff like that. I've got seeds in anyway. I'll be planting this year, but I'm not. I planted some stuff the other year, onions and that. And I don't mean planting for the apocalypse. I just mean, I wouldn't mind doing garlic, but you can do garlic. I've got garlic, you know, when you get the shoots and you cut the shoots off and you can eat that. But I want to plant loads of flowers. I'm not really that bothered about so much veg and that, because I have done it before. It does take ages, but I think we'll be all right. But I do want to put loads of flowers in because I'm getting excited for spring flowers. I was just pulling some stuff out the other day, getting ready to, I don't know, I think I want more roses and things. But yeah, so anyway, have a great day. Remember to keep tuning into yourself. Oh, kids have got free range pups. Keep tuning into yourself. She's a flying nonna. Keep tuning in and feeling how you feel inside, not what you're hearing, how you feel inside yourself. You know, people say gut feeling, whatever. Listen to yourself sometimes, and I will catch you later. Bye.